Shout out to the collective, man. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop an upload. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos a week, man. And this is right here is for entertainment purposes only. And man, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I hope y'all having a good day. Shout out to the collective again. But I ain't gonna hold you. We're gonna get right into this video, bro. Let's go.
Him in the corner, man. So look, let me show you how they did this though. So they get the, so now they start passing laws. These are people that's not into politics. These are people that don't have no doctrines in medicines, but they have enough money to influence. Because now you got enough money, you can put people in office. You can put certain governments in office. You can create the FBI. Guess who funded the creation of the FBI? Rockefeller did. He funded that. That's why it's an agency. He funded that agency. The FBI would not be the FBI without the Rockefeller Foundation family. He funded it. So what he did was he said, look, we're finna put money into the government system. We're going to put money into the school system. Let's create something called the School Education Board. I think it was in 1911. He created the Educational School Board. So everything that you learn from kindergarten all the way into college is actually the Flexner Report. Flexner, Carnegie, and the Rockefeller family came together with a bunch of scientists and a bunch of psychologists, and they said, we're going to create education. So whenever you learn anything in a public school system, you are being taught. You sitting on John D. Rockefeller's lap. You acting like he your grandpa, and he giving you game on how he wants you to be ran. Now, check this out. This is his famous quote. He said, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of what? Workers. So you go to school to become a worker. Who you working for? The pharmaceutical companies. And so look, now remember, they broke up his companies, right? When they did the antitrust law against him to make him come work for them. And it worked because he started funding them and putting them in office and stuff. Shell's company, guess who owned that? Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Procter and Gamble, guess who owned that? Rockefeller. You know what Procter and Gamble sells? They sell your tomatoes. They sells all your food. It sells all your food. Most of your cereal companies like Fruit Loop and them. Guess who's the back owner of them? Rockefeller. But you see, cereals is one of the #1 cancer causing agents to children. You know what I'm saying? The milk and farm industry. Guess who owned the most land in America? The Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation. All the foods we eat owned by them. What about your toothpaste that got fluoride in it? Guess who owned most of your toothpaste? Rockefeller. What about the soaps and the shampoos you put in your body that causes you all these types of cancer? Guess who owned that? Rockefeller. Let's talk about the perms. The perms, which causes brain cancer. Guess who owned these things? These are all back. Well, let me not say owned, but when you dig and you find who funded these companies, guess who funded all these companies? The Rockefeller Carnegie Foundation. So they had so much money. And they gave away charity to so many different people, but it was all for the purpose to actually create the Educational School Board and to penetrate the colleges. That way, you went to school to teach pharmacology, and that way, when a doctor see a symptom, he don't teach you how to heal. He teach you how to suppress that symptom, and he always have to give you what? A prescription to a medicine. And this medicine, they get a percentage off of everything they sell.
You know what I found wild, man, is that they don't teach doctors about nutrition.
Because it's being
I understand why, but I'm just saying.
Because you realize doctor just means teacher. That's all it means. So you can have a doctorate in anything. You can be a philosopher and be called doctor because you're a teacher of philosophy. So they're a teacher of pharmaceutical drugs. They're here to prescribe you a drug. And every time that they prescribe you a drug, the money go back to the Carnegie and the Rockefeller and the J.P. Morgan Bank Foundation. Because bankers is who created the pharmaceutical industry.
D. Rockefeller and the General Education Board encouraged vocational education during the years of 1880 to 1925. So that fits with you.
See? They didn't only create the Educational School Board, they created the medical board. They created and revamped all of your colleges. So if you go to any school in America and in Germany, you are learning the mindset of John D. Rockefeller and how to serve his family forever. John D. Rockefeller and his family, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, all of these different people, the Kissingers, these are all the bloodline. These are same people. They just changed their names. They're actually from German, and then they converted over to Judaism. So they tell you that they're the Jews, but they really are Germans, and they are soul capturers. Until you get out the matrix, you're going to be serving them for lifetimes until you understand who these people are. And these people trace back into the Knights Templars, and they trace back into the Phoenician foundations all the way in Africa. These are ancient bloodlines of people, and to my knowledge, not to sound like spookism, they're not even humanoids. And this is the truth, man. These people were born into power, man. That's the facts. So that's the story of the pharmaceutical drug industry.
Reptilians, some sort of that. Yeah, we know that. Oh man, that's a family who holds power, man. That's a family who holds power. Y'all know it. I know it. It's just how it goes, man. That's a family that holds power right now. And they hold the key to the house, to the doors, to the whole building, to everything, man. And we have to figure out how to get those keys. Straight up. We gotta figure out how to get those keys, man.
See, I got in trouble for this last time, but we gonna make it short and sweet. Shout out to everybody, man. You already know how we coming, man. We gonna talk about the Dero. I know y'all been waiting on this one. A lot of people don't know who the Dero are, a.k.a. the mole man, the mole people. This is a long, long historical fact, traditional fact of these things being around, especially in Mount Shasta, Mount Etna, certain areas like that. Sounds familiar, right? This is what you're looking at. A being that has been well hidden for a long time, for centuries on centuries. There's so many different entities up under us, you just don't get it. Educational purposes, in it, under, over, stand. You dig? It's real. There's been so many people who have been taken with I'm talking about no type of witness, evidence on the table. They're looking at it. They can't seem to put the puzzle together and figure out what is the reason for death, what is the cause of death. Then they come out with a show, Stranger Things, and you see this body being returned. But when the sheriff went to go check the body in the morgue, full of newspaper. See what I'm saying? And it's like it's a clone body. These entities have been stealing DNA and then disposing of what they don't need. Sometimes they have to give you a little key to the puzzle, keep everything right with the treaty they have in place with those who be in power. Understand, understand. They have to keep that treaty. So what they would do, because people would get surely suspicious, you know that, right? After a while, certain things keep happening. That's why it doesn't happen in the same spot. Some missing reports are 16 years apart or more or even less. They showed you the underground, more people and different entities right here. Well, like I said, some reports are so far in between of missing people because they gotta keep it from being found out. Understand what I'm telling you? They have to keep it under wraps, under the radar. Because if you see 2-3 people going missing in the same exact area, even with it being 16 years apart, you may get suspicious. And we are suspicious. We know it's aquifers running all up under this land. Water where they think it isn't even water. They don't even know that it's there. It's there. And these things are traveling along. These beings are traveling along those streamlines under us and through these portals. And they are doing what they've been doing for a long time. We just now catching up. Keep God first. Peace.
this woman, my evil ass grandmother. Okay? She killed her cousin.
Y'all think Orlando reaching with that one? There's so many times where Orlando Brown clip pop up and y'all want to be like, man, he lying, he reaching, he sound crazy. That's the whole point of sometimes I think like this journey that we on is that when you say certain things, it sound crazy. But that's the part of diving deeper down the rabbit hole, in my opinion. It's gonna sound crazy. It's gonna feel crazy. It's gonna feel unreal, but it actually is real. We just been pulled away so far away from the truth that, yeah, when we finally hear the truth, we think it's a lie. I don't know. I mean, Beyonce do be having some, yeah. Sasha Fierce one got me when I seen her metamorphosing or transforming into another person. I was like, oh hell no. She used to be my crush, bro. But after seeing that, man, you might wake up with her and she a whole damn demon. You don't want that.
The dark meaning behind Apple's logo. There's a reason why out of all fruits they chose an apple. It starts off in the Garden of Eden, when Adam and Eve were seduced by a serpent to eat the forbidden fruit. This forbidden fruit being an apple. Now what does this have to do with today's society? This apple actually has a lot of symbolism behind it. It represents knowledge, immortality, temptation, and the fall of man and sin. So all this symbolism is pretty much compact in this phone. And you are the person that bit this apple when you bought it. Just like Adam and Eve once did, seduced by a serpent. The serpent being Steve Jobs, and society representing Adam and Eve.
What I want people to know is that everything they're doing online is being watched, is being tracked, is being measured. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded.
They know when people are lonely, they know when people are depressed, they know when people are looking at photos of your ex-romantic partners, they know what you're doing late at night, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, or what kind of neuroses you have.
They have more information about us than has ever been imagined in human history. It is unprecedented.
So, I have been hiding you because I don't have 4 kids. I have 11.
Oh, hell no.
$11?
Yeah.
Yo.
How many baby do you have? 8?
We not finna do that.
How many baby daddies do you have?
You worried about me having 7 other kids? You talking to damn near 7 other bitches. What you mean? I went through your phone the other day.
So you why did you go through my phone?
I'm not finna do this with
Hold
you.
on one second. There's a lot to unpack here. So let's take it a step at a time. So you have 11 kids.
Yeah, I have 4 biological children.
Okay.
And I have custody of my sister's 7 other kids.
Okay.
But they're mine. I have full custody of them. They're my kids, so. It's hard and it takes a toll on you. Like, a few years ago, she was arrested, and then when she went to jail, they took the kids into foster care. I didn't want them to be there. I took them in because I don't want them to have to go through what I went through growing up. I didn't have anybody there for me. Like, we're all we got. Family is all you have. And when it comes to, like, my kids or, like, keeping a man, like, them kids are always first. Like, what?
Those kids are lucky to have you, Fee, because that's no easy task. Can I ask, why did you feel like you couldn't tell Joe?
I've been through that before. The guy I was with before I got custody, when I was trying to get custody of the kids, like, he didn't want me to have all those kids. So he left. Like, we got into it. Like, he left me for trying to take those kids in. That's why I don't tell people.
The 7 isn't yours, so I wouldn't mind.
No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have.
And how do you think they would react, you know, if you did bring somebody like Joe around?
Like, they get attached to people. I don't want to bring anybody around and they're not going to be around for the long run. Like, it's not going to happen.
Why not? Why?
Bring you around, let you meet my friends and family for what? You've been cheating on me the whole time.
I haven't even cheated.
You haven't cheated.
How?
You've been talking to bitches the whole time. I went through your phone the other day.
Not the whole time.
Yeah. He had to throw that face in there. Hey, hold on. She said 11 though. Man, let me tell you. If she had told me she had 11 kids, I hate to say this, but I wouldn't even have gave her a chance to explain the other 7 ain't hers. I would have stopped. I would either stop texting her, I would have got off the phone with her, or I would have never hit her up again. I wouldn't. Y'all want honesty, bro. That's my honest opinion. I'm running. And she got 4 kids, but we gotta make sure that all those baby man, y'all know some baby daddies is worse than scoring baby mamas, man. Some dudes act worse than females. I ain't got time for it. I don't got time for it. So if, let's say she had 4 kids and she had 4 baby daddies, I definitely gotta do. If she got 1 baby dad and 4 kids, or just to say 11, bro. Oh my God, just to say 11, that's hard to even fathom. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And you gotta think, like, not even just off because they not yours. Cause I've taken care of other people's kids. I've dated women with kids. Like, yeah, I don't mind it. The baby dads be the issues. As long as you got 1. But also, y'all gotta think, that's a lot of money, bro. What if you ain't got no kids yourself and she got 11? Now you gotta come in and feed 11 mouths, 13 mouths. You got 11 kids and 2 adults. That's a lot, bro. If y'all live in California, y'all know how it is out here. Our cost of living already high as hell. You could barely even live on your own out here. Gas hella high. Food hella high. Come on, bro. Like, damn, we damn near paying $1,800 for apartments. Like, come on, bro. Houses $2,600. Like, yeah, nah, man. You talking about all that extra? Yeah, that's where it get kind of rocky. Man, y'all spam in the comments if y'all let me know. But I do respect her for taking over her kid, her nieces and nephews like that. I take a special individual. But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that clip, cause Lord, whew, 11. Let's just say we glad they not all hers, cause she was getting to work.
Dragane, evo ga opet, Dragane. Evo ga opet ovo. Da. Ne mogu samo pravo.
So I've just come across a really interesting TikTok that I want you guys to see.
So I ran across a video on TikTok where somebody had claimed to not be able to see a plane at all through the camera or through his eyes unless he used a certain filter on Snapchat. And there are a few videos that make these same claims that we can't see certain things with our naked eyes, but only through a certain filter on our camera.
I haven't personally experienced this with the Snapchat camera or anything like that, but what it did remind me of was these pieces of Disianin glass supposedly scattered all across Russia unexpectedly. Now, when you Google anything to do with Disianin dye or Disianin glass, it comes up with search results saying that it's basically illegal in like most countries and most areas, which is apparently due to the fact that when the dye is placed in between glass or a film of dye applied to a looking glass, it is supposedly said that it actually reveals a subject's aura. I found this brief paper on it from the British Institute of Radiology. You can find this on Google if you just type in Disianin glass. Anyway, now there are versions of this all over the internet supposedly suggesting that if you buy this pair of glasses that have an element of the dye in it. You'd be able to see auras and essentially the paranormal. They're expensive, and considering this dye is extremely hard to access, I'm really not sure how legit these would be. The chemical compounds that make up this dye can be found on Reddit, but let's just leave that to the chemists. Now, the whole point of this is so that I can now show you this video that was taken in Russia, found in random locations scattered apparently all across Russia. If you can speak Russian, please help to translate in the comments. That would really help.
Еще, короче, целый час там простоял. Нифига больше не увидел. Ладно, давайте, всем пока. Всем привет. Мне тут сказали, что в ролике у меня еще 2 шара пролетает мимо. Посмотрел. Точно. Ничего, смотрю. Обычное небо, обычные люди, блядь, ходят, все нормально. Оп. Вот такая. Вот они, 2 шара. Тарелочка и 2 шара. Даже не заметил во время съемки, когда я снимал.
Now let's also take into consideration the visibility of the human eye spectrum compared to that of other animals. Essentially, the human eye's primary colours can be broken up into basically 3. A mantis shrimp has 16 different colour receptors compared to that of our 3. So when considering all of the different species that seem to have such a vastly different perspective of the colour spectrum, it makes a little bit more sense that there would be stuff out there that we aren't able to see, which makes it so interesting to consider the possibility that there are things like these Snapchat filters and certain types of dyes that are really hard to access, what have you, that disconnects us from a certain portion of the perceivable human reality that we're bound to, and the physics that restrict us as human beings. Such a fun theory to explore. What do you think?
Remember when we seen a video of that before, where you could see? That's dope.
Holy shit, what is that? I am. That's not plane. That is not an airplane. You see it? That's not sunlight, that's not an airplane. I've never seen anything like that before.
Okay, guys, so what do we have here? This looks like a purple orb. It's something different. Not used to seeing them like this. I mean, I am used to seeing the ones that are like the white or the yellow looking orbs, but this one has a different look to it. It's kind of luminous, looks, I don't know, neon looking. It's different. So tell me in the comments, what do you think? You think this is legit? You think it's a drone? What do you think's going on?
Good morning, everyone. I have been getting a couple of questions here in the last few days about meteors and what meteors are and what meteor showers are. And I've already made a video showing you guys what you think falling stars are, shooting stars. So now I'm going to show you what you think meteors and meteor showers are. There's a difference between the two, but I'm going to show you how they do both of them. The first one I'm going to show you is just a single meteor, or what you think is a meteor, and this is usually how you see it go across the sky. Now, let me show you what this truly is that you're seeing. Now, what I'm showing you right here is leaked photos of some government agencies and some of their agents in hazmat suits going out into this field collecting this big wiry-looking ball with a hole in the center of it. Now, what this basically is, this is kind of like a coil, like a heater coil. Coil wire harnesses heat, and that's kind of like what this does right here. It harnesses heat. Now, this little hole that you see in the center of it, I'm going to show you what that's for in a second. But like I said, this wire, wrapped wire, harnesses heat, kind of like this right here. Now, this is a car cigarette lighter with a wired coil inside it. And once you plug this in and your negative and your positive connect, it heats that coil up, and you see you get a red glare, fiery red glare, as you can see here. Okay, now, this wire, that's what this wire does. it heats up. And that fireball that you see flying across the sky, well, it's eventually got to land somewhere. And they've been found all over the place, Australia, Brazil, and everything. So, like I said, that wire ball, it's like a coil. It harnesses the heat. That's the big fireball that you're seeing go across the sky. Now, the hole that you see in the center of that, right here, as you can see in this photo here, now, that's whatever this thing is filled with. I'm not sure what they fill these things with. It's kind of just like fireworks. And this hole that you're seeing, that's where everything's released from. The gases, the smoke, just like you see right here in this smoke bomb. It looks identical, just about. And here's another one here. And like I said, there's all kinds of these things. You guys can look these up. I just put a few in here just to give you an example, give you an idea what these things look like. But anyways, that hole, like I said, releases the gases, chemicals, smoke, whatever is in this thing. That's where it all releases from. And that smoke that you see go across the sky when this thing is flying across the sky, or falling out of the sky, basically, where they're dropping it out of the airplane. But that hole is where you get this momentum, kind of like a bottle rocket, which all you guys have seen a bottle rocket. Well, same thing. It's got a little hole at the bottom of it, and that's where the flames shoot out at and gives it its momentum, and it shoots across the air. And then what happens when it gets up in the air? It pops, of course. Same thing you see here. It's nothing more than just a big blast. That's all it is. So, anyways, let's move on to what meteor showers really are. Now, these are what they call meteor showers. Now I'm going to show you how they really do this. Now this takes several planes to pull this off. Now I want to show you guys some training footage of how they practice doing it. Now this is leaked footage also, so I don't know the exact location of where they practice doing these meteor showers there, but they kind of stay low when they do it here, so nobody can really report it or see it. But, you know, when they pull the actual stunt, you know, these guys are up really, really high, and it's really dark at night. You can't see the planes, and this is how they do the meteor showers. Everyone, have a good morning. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
To those who still believe it's a globe, some of y'all ask me, how do you explain meteors? We already went through the fallen stars. Now we through the meteors. Y'all went through moon landings. Y'all went through every list. Nah, I ain't went through everything yet. Y'all still reaching. But yeah, here goes your meteor showers right there. There go your meteor showers to those who still believe it's a globe. And like I said, I believe it's flat. But it matters because we need to find the truth out. We need the truth. That's why it matters. So I'm pushing for y'all end, and I'm pushing from my end. Like, from the Flat Earth gang and from the Globers. Like, we go ahead and we about to find some answers out, bro. Yeah, we go get the answers. Look, man, we always come across videos and everybody's first responses is fake. Okay, so you mean to tell me now the percentage of those videos we've ever seen are real? You mean to tell me every single time we see something that questions our reality that is fake? Every single time? Yeah, alright. If you live in that type of world, you continue to live in that type of world. I'm not like that. I don't have that type of bone in my body to be... Yeah, it's a percentage of these videos that are all real. They're not all fake. But I'm going to just go ahead and say, I appreciate y'all if y'all stuck all the way through with this lineup, man. The Collective... It changed my life, bro. The Collective has given me something to look forward to every single day. You know, something bigger than me. Like, I could actually, like, I have a platform to reach individuals and other people who like content like this, or who eager to learn, or who eager to just see something different in the world and change something in the world. And like, yeah, one of the best quotes to me was like, the highest form of human act is to inspire. And so for me to be able to do some of these videos and inspire y'all to keep learning, or to want to start something like this, or whatever the case is, make me feel good. Like I say all the time, it's a highlight of my day, and I appreciate the collective. I appreciate being able to give y'all these type of videos, this type of content, man. And again, we will be expanding more on other things. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all get out of here, man. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop the uploads. Y'all know we come 4 times a week, bro. But yeah, I see y'all in the next one. We gone.